Hi guys, it's Calvin the boss here. As the trailer suggested, we are going to be covering all of the prep missions for the Cayo Perico Heist. I'm going to basically be showing two different ways of doing it. Most of the YouTube videos that I've seen actually shows a guy whereby he starts with a large amount of cash after buying the submarine, meaning he can buy, the extra helicopters and whatever, weapons and stuff he needs. I didn't have that privilege when I did mine the first time, and I'm positive that with the way GTA 5 is, many people will have that same struggle as well. So I'm going to be doing one now where I show you guys all the different methods involved, or the different vehicles that are involved, with actually, making the whole heist a bit easier, or the heist prep a lot easier to do. And then in the second set, I will be showing you guys how to do it by just using the bare minimum. So a basic car that you could, for example, use to, have to go and run your errands instead of using a helicopter and so forth. For now, we're going to be jumping into doing the prep missions on the normal way. We're going to start off by first stealing, obviously, the vellum, which is used to get to the Cayo Perico Heist. From there, we're going to basically stake out the entire island and see what happens. So some advice that I'll give you guys here. We are going to be approaching the spot where the plane is actually parked. What I would highly suggest you guys do is wait until you actually get as close as possible to where the plane is, just standing. Try and get as low as possible and as close as possible to the targets. There'll be a few guys standing around there. Make sure that you lock onto them and not onto the plane. Truth be told, before I actually got this video, what basically happened was that I actually shot 3 or 4 missiles at the actual plane itself and basically crashed it immediately after taking off. So take your time, make sure that you actually get the plane, your helicopter nice and low, and make sure that you lock onto the actual vehicles or onto the actual people that are standing around you. In this case, what I actually did was I just actually got out of the helicopter and then shot as many of the guys as I could with my horrible aim. Whichever way gets it done for you, as long as you just get the helicopter, that's all that actually matters.
Esperen ahí. Why can't you assholes be on time for once, eh? Arms out, let's go. Okay, wait over there. They will bring it soon. Go on.
Okay, so we're basically going to turn around and run into this direction. You will then find that there is a bike that is parked up here. So we are basically going to be taking the bike and then driving towards our right from where the bike is parked. Um, Basically, we're not going to take the normal route that everybody uses where you drive through the actual gate. It works as well, but what I tend to do is that I have a spot that I drive around. Um, you guys will see it now in a bit. So, as you guys approach, what you want to do is you basically want to pull your analog stick a little bit back so you lean backwards on the bike a bit. Accelerate obviously and try and aim for the smaller of the cliffs. Once you hit the smaller of the cliff, it will send you upwards and you basically end up passing by the entire guard tower, and even if they do get eyes on you, it will take them like a while to realize that you're actually not meant to be there. So as long as you just do it quick enough, also it's not going to be a problem. As you can see, I'm just waiting for this guy to drive past, and then I'm going to be cutting onto the road again. And yeah, we are nearly at our first we nearly completed our first offering mission basically. So something to remember guys, if you can, as soon as you complete one mission, you can just basically go and start up another one. And what will happen is that it will, well, you can't start it up immediately. It will take like I think a few minutes before Pablo will contact you and then he'll confirm that you can actually do another mission. However, the difficulty level will be a bit harder. What will be on hard. Um, to be honest with you, I haven't actually noticed a difference besides the fact that you have to do you have to do like another 2 or 3 extra acts. So yeah, if you can try and get the mission done again, it will give you an extra 10% bonus on whatever the value of your next main target is. It's extra money for 2 extra acts. I will also be doing a short video where I show you guys how to actually perform the fingerprint hacking as well, which I know some people actually struggle with. It's really easy, guys. Once you know like now how the numbering pattern of it actually works, it's very easy. So as you guys can see here, I'm basically just scoping out the entire compound to try and see if I can find any gold or cash. Ideally, you want to try and get as much gold as you possibly can because it has the highest value. However, if you are playing with another person, that's the only way you're going to get access to the gold. As most of you guys will know, when you get to one of the doors, you would need to have 2 key cards, and they both have to be inserted at the same time in order to gain access to any of the rooms. Therefore, you would need to have another person playing, doing a multiplayer with you on this mission. However, if you doing the mission alone, then you basically just want to get to a point where you scope out 2 spots that both have cocaine to take the maximum, to fill your loot bag all the way. The cash difference between getting a full loot bag of cocaine versus a full loot bag of gold is basically 40,000, which sounds like a lot of money if you haven't done this heist yet. But however, if you've done this heist the way most people have, and you get to a point where you are making in excess of 7, maybe even $6 million for every single hour that you're playing this heist back, back to back. Yeah, you barely notice that 40 grand, to be honest with you. And yeah, it wouldn't be a Calvin the Boss video if I didn't fall completely face first into the ground on multiple occasions. So to make things easier for myself, what I'll normally do is that I normally like to enter the compound like just like through the front gate. That makes it also a lot easier to get around with. However, in order to get in through the front gate, you need to get access to one of the trucks. The trucks can be found in multiple different spots. There is maps available if you Google for an actual map of it. Um, so you're gonna need to get one of the trucks, and you're going to need to get a guard uniform as well. Fortunately for me, I actually found 2 guard uniforms, means I could enter from multiple spots and just go and collect the truck. You'll see we're finding one here, and then there is another one at the airport as well. So what I would normally do is that I like to just get into the uniform ASAP. So chances are for this approach we're going to basically use the long fin. Come into the main dock. We have our uniform, which is like now behind this building, and then lucky for us, we actually have a truck in this immediate area as well. So if you can, get your uniform as well as your truck in the same area, it makes things a lot more simple, because what ends up happening is that the chances are you're not going to get caught that easy unless you do something dumb and run in front of the camera before you get your uniform. um, so yeah, it's just very easy, and on top of it, you are guaranteed, almost as long as you can just get it done ASAP, you are guaranteed a elite challenge. In order to get the elite challenge win, it gives you like an extra 100,000 or 50,000 if you're playing like single player rather, and all you have to do is just finish it within 15 minutes, which is easily possible. I think my quickest time I've gotten so far is about 12 minutes. Okay, so that time I actually got caught unintentionally, to be honest. However, I couldn't really be bothered because, fortunately for me, I actually came back to the airport, and because I'm going to be doing this, the heist, or I'm going to be doing the entire heist solo, um, I can't get access to any gold, meaning that all I need to find is just 2 packs of cocaine. So I don't really have that much work to do, and even if I do scope out the other, you know, secondary targets, it's just kind of pointless because I can only put 2 bags of coke into my bag in any case. So I know everybody normally uses the heister to actually get up to the second level. If you follow this stairs here at the back, you can actually just run up the stairs and take the photo. However, if you're going to be doing the actual mission, you are gonna have to use the heister and then move the heister to the front of those barrels that is there on your left. That will then allow you to be able to climb up the heister and to jump on the top. Because there is no way to access that room from using the stairs on the side. So as you guys can see here, this is where I found my second spot where I can actually get the guard clothing from. It's actually not that difficult to work on this spot here. I've been fortunate enough to sometimes get the truck in this area and the guard uniform, so then in that case I'll take the Vellum, fly it in, and then just like get into the uniform, get into the one of the trucks, and just drive off. And there, as you guys can see, I found my second loot of coke. So at this point, my prep mission, my ice prep is done. I can't find anything more, and even if I do, I can find more secondary targets, but what's the point? I can't fit anything more into my bag because I'm doing it solo. So at this point I can just leave the actual island. Something that I do like to do though at times is that, as I said, I like to try and get the elite challenge. So I will sometimes drive to different spots and see, okay, if I do actually like now drive here, will I be able to find two loots of coke in the same spot? So that's basically what I'm doing here. But if you wanted to and you're doing it completely solo, then you might as well just take that there, because those spots are pretty simple to get into anyways. You just need to basically take out the guard in front of that shed, and there's another guard that walks up and down in front of the actual hangar. Both of them very easy to actually take out.
Hola!
And yeah, guys, at this point, um, I'm basically done. So as you guys can see, instead of killing myself or having to drive back to the actual to the landing strip, I just run in front of a guard and they basically transport me back to the landing strip, and I can get onto the plane and head back to Los Santos. And just like that, we are back in Los Santos, ready to start to do our ice trip. So, guys, as I said, this is going to be the first of our ice trips. I'm going to be doing or going through individually all the other ice trips. I might put one or two of them together just to, add a bit of extra content into it. But yeah, we're going to, as for the channel, like now, we are going to be doing uploads
You're through to your
weekly.
garage.
I
You
might just like
need
add
me to
an
bring you a ride?
extra upload an extra ice prep tutorial video, every or twice a week. We'll see what happens someday, depending on whether I actually have the time frame to do that.
I'll get
But
there as soon as I
yeah,
can. Aight, I'll get back to
this
work.
is basically like now also the intro done. Please like and subscribe, guys. Next video will probably be uploaded on Monday morning. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.